recently started working 7 days a week. That might call me crazy, helping me focus. It's helping me broaden my friend groups. It's helping me really stay consistent and really be responsible. No, I can't be out late Friday nights because I have work in the morning Saturday and I get off at 1. So I still have the rest of my Saturday to do what I want. Sundays, I can still go to church and I still get off around a good time at 6 o'clock to get ready for the work week. And it's gonna take a lot for a guy to try to interrupt that right now, but right now I'm enjoying my single season. Mentally, I feel like I'm strong enough, and the second job that I have is not really crazy, and I'm very, very blessed to be living really, really close to my Monday through Friday job, so it doesn't feel like a hustle. Today I got a compliment saying that, wow, you seem very happy, full of life, and I'm like, thank you. You should always.
I really, really like this take from this young lady. I like the fact that she has put a spin on working hard that is really, really positive. She's talking about how she's not talking about the money. She's not talking about, oh, I'm able to buy this or do this. She's talking about the amount of growth that it's allowed her to have as a person. And that is such a refreshing perspective to have. And she talks about all different elements. So the social element of being able to meet different people. She talks about the element where it kind of plugs into her life and stops her doing certain things that she doesn't necessarily want to find herself doing, which again is absolutely fantastic. Not going out on a Friday night because you know you got work the next day is absolutely, absolutely amazing. So it's very rare that you hear this take from people in terms of working hard. Most people tend to feel like working hard is a chore. They tend to feel like the only reason why you work hard is to get money, but not too many people are here talking like this about how it even improves their mental in terms of the structure, the discipline, and everything that comes with that. I think this is an amazing, amazing, amazing take. I really, really like the way she thinks about it. I see this lady doing really, really big things. Now, the part that she maybe just needs to focus on is finding that balance, because if you do work 7 days a week for a long period of time, what you will find is at some point you're going to get burnt out. So she needs to develop a routine where the social aspect of what she's doing has a little bit more input into her working schedule. She says the second job isn't too hard, but I would still maybe cut that down to like 6 days 1 week, 7 days the next week if she can, just so she's got enough time for family and she's got enough time to plug in that social aspect, because we do know women more than men tend to need that social aspect in order to feel fulfilled and to feel fundamentally complete a lot of the time. So I think she's doing a great job. Also, I think she needs to also focus on the side that, you know, she mentioned that, you know, she's not really got time for a relationship right now and she's enjoying her single season. I don't know what that means with most people, but if you haven't got time for a relationship and you're enjoying your single season, fantastic. But at the same time, keep an eye out on that side of things, because if that's what you really want, and for her mentioning it, I'm guessing that that might be something that she wants in the future. Don't just get caught up in the work and then 2, 3 years, 4 years from now, you've lost that skill set of, you know, being able to interact with someone on that level, or you built up that resentment or that independence to the point where you now start saying to yourself, do I actually need someone in my life? Because I tend to see that a lot when people get in one mode for a long period of time and what they want is a different mode. So for instance, if a man is in single mode for 8, 9, 10 years and what he truly desires is a relationship at some point, where has he learned consistently kept learning his craft about being in a relationship? Where has he consistently put himself in situations where he's putting someone else first? Where has he consistently interacted with women to understand that, okay, these are the needs, these are the wants, and this is how I show up in a relationship for someone else, if all you've put first is work? So you need to flex that relationship muscle, because at the end of the day, if you don't use it, as they say, you lose it. So she needs to fundamentally find space to harbor a healthy relationship, find space to have time for that if that's what she truly desires, or seek a time ahead where she can plug that in. So if she's in a mode where I just want to grind and this is what I want to do, totally fine, totally respect her for that. But she also needs to be like, okay, well, what's the goal for the next 5, 6, 7 years? Or what's the short term goal over the next 2 years? Do I want to grind for 1 year and then have this money? And then also have a vision for what your money is for. There's no point working hard, busting your balls all day and earning a whole bunch of money if you don't know what the purpose is for. And the purpose cannot be just for material things. Your money has to have a bigger purpose in your life. Security, it's got to be for your family. In the long run, it's got to be for things that where you're, it's going to add to your ultimate fulfillment. It can't just be, okay, I just want this money for the sake of having this money, and I'm going to work all these hours to get to a point where, okay, I've got loads and loads of money, but where is it going? What's the next move? What are we using this money to facilitate? So again, it can't just be trips. It can't just be I just want this money to go and buy the latest handbag, to buy the latest drip, to be, dripped out, to be able to say I've had this experience, that experience, and so on and so forth. Your money has to have a bigger purpose, and one of the most fundamental purposes of your money has to be security, has to be investment, has to be something that's going to protect you going forward in the long run. So she needs to sit down and say, okay, what am I doing this for? Why am I doing this? Why am I going so hard right now? So the purpose has to be bigger than what she's actually doing. But the learning process that she's going in, as she's going through this process, I believe it's absolutely fantastic. I believe a lot of people can take a lot from what she's doing and embody this specific mindset and get some really, really, really good results for their lives as well. So I think what she's doing is fantastic. I, yeah, I can't praise her enough, to be honest. Keep doing what you're doing, girl. So drop some comments, guys. Let me know what you think about what she's doing. Let me know if you're someone that's working 7 days a week as well. Some people might be working 6 days a week and find that they don't have time for other things. Some people might be working 5 hours, sorry, five days a week and find out that, I haven't actually got the energy. So it kind of depends on what job you're doing as well. But I'd love to get the conversation started and find out what your thoughts are, guys. So feel free to drop some comments, and I'll see you in the next one.